Already we have discussed about the basic part of heredity. Now today we are going to discuss about the monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid cross? Mono means single. The cross between two plants on the basis of single pair opposite characteristic. Opposite characteristic. That's known as a monohybrid cross. Suppose the characteristic type is the plant length. This is a characteristic type. Plant 1, plant 2. This is the two plants. One are the pure tall pea plant, which are denoted by the capital T. And another one is pure dwarf pea plant, which are denoted by the small t. The alternative form of the gene which developing the characteristic that's known as a allele. Now, the cross between those two plants. This is the two plants. These are the cross. This type of cross termed as a monohybrid cross. And the organism involved in the cross, they are termed as a parent generation. Parent generation or P generation. Now, each parents are formed by the similar type of gene or factor. These are the factor. The capital T having the alternative form, this is also the capital T. Similarly, the small t and its alternative form are the small t. So, the organism formed by the similar type of factor, they are termed as a homozygous in nature. Homozygous in nature. So, in monohybrid cross, the parents are the homozygous in nature. Now, we know the Pear's rule. Two genes are always in the form of pairs only during the gamete formation. It means during the performing of meiosis cell division, the genes are going to be separated. The separation of genes or the separation of trait are take place. Now, the fertilization take place. The capital T are going to fertilize the small t, form the capital T and the small t. As a result of fertilization, they will produce the offspring. So, these are the first offspring which are denoted by the F1 generation or the first progeny generation. Now, all the plants of F1 generation, are hybrid crop. But why? Now look, all the plants of the F1 generation containing the dissimilar factor, one having the capital T, another having the small t. This type of organism are termed as a heterozygous in nature. Now, all the plants of F1 generation are hybrid crop just because of dominant factor of the trait and recessive trait. Now, what is dominant trait? Dominant trait means in heterozygous organism, one factor develop itself or the expressing factor of the heterozygous organism that known as a dominant trait. Here the capital T, which means this feature of the tallness, are going to develop. So the capital T will be the dominant factor, and the another factor remain unexpressed or remain inactive, that known as a recessive factor. Recessive factor. So dominant trait or factor are going to be developed or expressed in heterozygous organism, and the remaining factor which remains unexpressed, that known as a recessive factor. So in case of the F1 generation of monohybrid plant, capital T dominant over small t. This is the dominant factor and it is the recessive factor. Clear? Now how can we get the F2 generation? F2 generation means the cross between the F1 plants. The cross between the F1 plants. This type of cross are termed as a test cross. So F1 plants containing the features capital T small t, capital T small t. Now these are the heterozygous in nature. So they will produce the two types of gamete. One gamete containing the capital T and the another gamete containing the small t. Here the similar thing, capital T and small t. Now show it in the checkerboard. These are the female gamete, these are the male gamete. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Now the male gamete having the T factor are going to fertilize the capital T, forms the capital T and capital T. The T are going to fertilize the small t, forms the small t and capital T, capital T and small t. Now this one, the small t are going to fertilize the capital T. This is the fertilization. Now, when the male gamete having the T features, this is the capital T, are going to fertilize the capital T female gamete. They are producing the capital T and the capital T. Capital T and capital T is detecting the pure tallness. Pure tallness. Capital T are going to fertilize the small t. They are producing the capital T and small t. These are detecting the hybrid tall. Similarly, these are the hybrid tall. And these are the small t, pure dwarf. Now, the phenotype ratio. Phenotype ratio means the morphological ratio or the external features containing ratio. Now, when we observe the tall plant, we can detect the tallness between the pure plant and hybrid plant. We are not going to measure, we are going to observe the plant. So it is quite difficult to judge the plant, what is tall, what is pure tall and what is hybrid tall. Suppose the pure tall are having the 10 meter length and the hybrid tall having the 8 meter length. So deficiency of length takes place, but both are indicating about the tallness. Then we are judging that the 3 tall plant and 1 dwarf plant. So the phenotype ratio will be the 3:1, the morphological ratio. Now when we judge the ratio on the basis of genetic features, then we get the genotype ratio. Genotype ratio. Here 1 pure tall, 2 hybrid tall and 1 pure dwarf. So the genotype ratio will be the 1:2:1. These are the monohybrid cross. Clear? Now as a result of the monohybrid cross, Mendel provides the law of segregation. Law of segregation. Law of segregation. This is the conclusion of monohybrid cross. Law of segregation means the gene are always combined and is in the form of alleles, and these alleles are going to divide during the gamete formation, and the gamete formation takes place by meiosis. These are the law of segregation. In case of the pure tallness, we found the capital T, capital T. These are the capital T, capital T. Now, when they form the gamete, their chromosome or their gene are going to be separated. These are the alleles, alternative form of gene, alleles. So two genes forms the alleles who is developing the single characteristic. During the gamete formation, they are going to be separated. These are indicating about the law of segregation. Clear? This is your monohybrid cross. Now second one is dihybrid cross. Copy karo. Now the next one is the dihybrid cross. The cross between two plants on the basis of double pair opposite characteristics. That known as a dihybrid cross. Suppose the characteristic type are the seed shape and seed color. These are the two characteristics. Now having the two plants, one producing the round shaped seed having the yellow color, and another producing the twinkle shaped green color. The organism take part in the cross. They are termed as a parent generation or P generation. Now the round shapes are detected by the capital R, and the yellow color are detected by the capital Y. Clear? And twinkle shape are detected by the small r, and green color is detected by the small y. Now each parents are formed by the similar type of gene or factor. Capital R are for the round shape, whereas the small r for the twinkle shape, and the color. Yellow color detecting by the capital Y, and green color detecting by the small y. Now, so the organism are formed by the similar type of factor or gene. That's why the parent generation are homozygous in nature. Clear? Now they will form the gamete. Gamete formation take place. Gamete formation take place. So meiosis will take place. So here having the 2R, so 1R will come, and having the 2Y, so 1Y will be come. During the meiosis, the genes are going to be separated. The genes became the haploid one. Similarly, they will produce the small y. Clear? Now the fertilization takes place. As a result of fertilization, they will form the F1 generation. Here, as a result of fertilization, they will produce the capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. These are the F1 generation or the first progeny. Now the F1 generation, all the plants of the F1 generation containing the dissimilar trait of the factor. Capital R having its alternative factor is the small r, and capital Y having the alternative factor is the small y. So they are the heterozygous in nature. Heterozygous in nature. Clear? Now, in heterozygous plant, some factor will be the dominant and some factor will be the recessive. All the plant of the F1 generation in dihybrid cross producing the round shaped yellow colored seed. Just because of capital R dominant over small r and capital Y dominant over small y. This is the reason. Now, how can we get the F2 generation? These are the F2 generation. The test course take place between the F1 plants. F1 plants. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y into capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So they will produce the 4 types of gamete. Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. This is the 4 types of gamete. Are going to cause the capital R, capital Y, capital R, y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. These are the gametes. Now, draw the checkerboard. Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Female gamete, male gamete. Clear? Now here you can place this one, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Now the fertilization will be take place. The capital R, capital Y are going to fertilize this gamete, forming the capital R, capital Y, capital Y. This is the pure round shaped yellow colored seed. These are going to fertilize this one. Capital R, capital Y, small y. These are also the round shaped yellow color. These are going to fertilize this one. Capital R, small r, capital Y. Round shaped capital Y for the yellow color. These are also going to fertilize this one. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Round shaped yellow color. The first one. The first 4 plants are producing the round shaped yellow colored seed. Thus in the second row, these are going to fertilize this, producing the capital R, capital Y, small y. These are also the producing the round shaped yellow colored seed. These are going to fertilize this one. Capital R, small y. These are the round shaped, but YY detecting for the green color. So round shaped green colored seed. This is the first variety. Now next, these are going to fertilize this one. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. This one is also the round and Y for the green color, or Y for the yellow color, round yellow. Clear? Now this one, capital R, small y. So it's are also the round shaped small y for the green color. So round green. Now in the third, this one, capital R, small r, capital Y. It's also the round shaped YY for the yellow color. Now these are going to fertilize this one. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Round yellow. Now these are going to factorize this. Small r, small r. Capital Y, capital Y. These are the first one which producing the Winkel-Shaped yellow colored seed. This one. Winkel-Shaped yellow colored seed. Now this smaller capital Y are going to fertilize the small y. So producing the smaller capital Y, small y. These are also the Winkel-Shaped yellow color. And the last two, the small y are going to fertilize capital R and the capital Y, producing the capital R, small r, capital Y and the small y. So it's the round shaped yellow color because capital Y is dominant over the small y, and these are going to fertilize capital R, small y, small y. So it's the round shaped green color. This is another one. Now these are going to fertilize this one. Small r, capital Y, small y. So Winkel-Shaped yellow color. These are and the last one, small y, small y. These are the pure Winkel-Shaped green color. See. This is the follow chart of diametric cross. Now the phenotypes. Phenotype ratio. Phenotype means the morphological features or the external features. Then we have the 16 number of seed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. 16 number of seed. The first one, round yellow. Round yellow having the 9 round shaped yellow colored seed. 3 round shaped green color seed. 3 Winkel-Shaped yellow colored seed and 1 Winkel green. These are the 16 number of seed. So the phenotype ratio will be the 9:3:1. These are the phenotype ratio. In case of the genotype, this ratio of the genotypes will be the complex one. And the conclusion will be the law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. Copy it.